Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of August, as usual, I have a special sales offer available that it's inspired in the current Leo season we are on. And if you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box, where I will leave also the list of my other services where I have been making certain changes, so it's easier for you to just check on the description box. Still, if you have more questions, you can email me. I will also leave the email address below. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is down below. So Libras, there's a lot of emotional complexities taking place here, which might be something that brings this complicated energy to the next weeks, just in the sense that there's so many things you need to process, understand, decipher, realize that you feel overwhelmed. But there's a tendency for many of you to feel emotionally overwhelmed, emotionally exhausted, emotionally tired. And it's a very inner situation you're dealing with. So it's not something you are even externalizing, or the majority of you are not expressing too much. It might be something that you're trying to repress and deal on your own, but it comes with a huge price, in the sense that you're living a life, or you're living throughout circumstances without being emotionally in the right place. And sooner or later, this is going to lead to a lot of unwanted mistakes, errors of judgment, confusion to take place. I feel like many of you could be laying out here foundations to mistakes that you don't want to, or laying out here foundations to illusions, to creating illusions and instilling illusions in others you're dealing with, that might then again aggravate the process you already are in. So just there's this word of caution for the next weeks when it comes to the emotional treatment you give to situations. Be extra mindful of the energy you give, so that also the energy you are receiving is one that fits, and is in alignment with what you're after. If you don't know what you're after, it's very easy to engage in situations for the sake of the gratification that they offer in the moment. But then when you come to deeply realize and break down what it has to offer, what is it taking from you, you can have unwanted surprises. And I'm feeling like for some of you, there's a little bit of that sense of you have been indulging in experiences, or you have been connecting here with people in ways that don't necessarily correspond to an authentic truth, to authentic needs, that then will create emotional holes. I feel like for some of you, you want to make a certain dream come true that resonates deeply with your heart and your heart's desire and your heart's wishes. But the way you go about it, the way you pursue it, the way you're manifesting it, the way you're dealing with this dream, you're dealing with your own heart, is a little bit messy. It's like there's a lack of concrete direction in which you take your energy. It's like you start somewhere, and then you catch yourself in an opposite end, and you don't even know how you got there. So confusion is a big theme. Feeling scattered, emotionally scattered, feeling like there's a lot of messy things around you, feeling like you don't understand yourself, you don't understand people you're dealing, you don't know what's real, what's not. Some of you are in between these energies of is this real or is it not? Is it just an illusion? So you're trying also to find answers for your own self. If something is um, if something is just a dream that has no way of finding its way to manifestation, or if it's something that has all the possibilities to come true. The Ten of Wands is here in the soul position, so how you will be internalizing the experiences of the month. Ten of Wands, weight, tiredness, exhaustion, feeling burdened. So there's a heaviness about the situations taking place. There's something draining you quite a lot during the month that might be impactful, but at the same time it's something that is not stopping you. So it could be one of those moments where yes, you feel very tired, you feel very confused, you don't know what you're doing, and yet you keep doing, because it feels wrong to stop, or it feels like if it would feel like giving up on something that you're not sure if you want to give up, if you want to stop doing. So again, you're being led a lot by unconscious forces, and the problem with that is just that when you don't understand what those unconscious forces are, it can take us to experiences that repeat trauma, repeat cycles and experiences that shouldn't be repeated. It takes us to back to places to wake us up to that unconscious force. And I feel like the thing is that for some of you Libras, this could be avoided, or this should be avoided. So there's something that might take you to a repetitive, unwanted outcome that puts your emotions in the line, that puts your trust and faith in, your dreams on the line. And it's like that feeling of the universe doesn't want that to happen. But it must also, is there something here about, it also wants you to wake up. It also wants you to, it's like there's something here for some of you Libras that is like you need to wake up from the dream, from the illusion, from the sleep state that you have been in. So again, where you're not functioning, many times it's like you're not functioning with your objective mind, but only with your subjective, with your irrational, subjective responses to situations. And so all the things happening and all the things you're doing are under this dangerous spell. It's like, driving with our eyes shut. Basically, you're driving, so you're guiding your life and you're guiding yourself with your eyes closed. Some of you with the moon here, there's also that feeling of pay attention to signs, to your dreams, to your intuition. It's speaking to you. I feel like you're receiving information about what it is that you need to stop, what it is that you shouldn't give energy to, and what it is that you absolutely should. So there's a more balance taking place in your life. There's a lack of balance, and there's a distortion of reality that could be particularly intense during the next weeks. For some of you, though, with these two cards, the Moon and the Seven of Cups, the highest tendency is to still be indulging, all right, in fantasies, in options that, might not be the best for you, habits that might not be the best for you, people that might not be the best for you. And the thing is that also I feel like many of you Libras have so many options. You have so many ways to go, so many outlets that you can pursue, that this ends up intensifying the process that I was speaking about. So the Moon and the Seven of Cups, In a positive expression, you could be especially dreamy during this time. So you can have a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations. You can be quite imaginative and using that imaginative power to great creative work, to have great ideas for projects and such. You could be adding a lot of beautiful elements to the aesthetics of situations or even of your own self. You could be also especially sensitive, all right, to vibrations, to energy. And so, in a positive way, this can make us absorb a lot of beautiful things, all right? Because if you're in contact with nature, if you're in contact with beautiful things, it's like you can get to the core of those beautiful things. But the opposite is also true. So that's why it's so important to know where you're at, what you're really dealing with, because you're absorbing it and then in a certain way you're creating also from it. So if you are in the wrong places, if you are indulging in the wrong things, the same is valid, and you end up absorbing, energy that takes you down and takes you to places that can be more obscure and more fearful. It's like also for some of you, you need to break free from a lot of fear. um, some of you, there's that feeling of the unanswered prayer. So it's almost like, for some of you Libras, you've given up here on something in which there has been a lot of prayer, a lot of emotional energy, a lot of conscious intention given to this specific desire of yours. And the feeling of not being answered by God, by the universe, maybe even not feeling heard by your closest ones, could make you, throw the towel in ways where you start again giving importance to your own emotional well-being as a way to escape that pain or escape that disappointment of not having something that you truly want to have. The thing is that as we go into September, you're going to be continuing to work through this theme. So it might take more than just the month of August itself for you to break free from this this spell. I keep getting like there's that feeling of being under some sort of spell. It's like that it bounds you to an energy where it's really hard to feel good, to feel revived, to feel energized, and where it's also very hard to have a lucid understanding of situations. So I hope you have a great month. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.